Hello, Paul and Vicious. How's it going? Let's see. Okay, I think everything's fine on my side. So let's start. So Pat Cafe returned to JP like a few minutes ago, 23 minutes ago. We got full details a while ago, and I mean some stuff looked pretty interesting. Wait, how come I hear this fight? Okay, there we go. I was hearing everything twice. Wait, did I only get one free roll? Because in JP we got an extra free roll if you vote it. Maybe we'll get it later. I don't know. That we're gonna get it now. Did I vote? I'm pretty sure I voted. Yeah, this is the title. Oh, let me do this. Oh, there's also like apparently an idle mode for maids. They're gonna be 10 levels because that's gonna take too long to clear. If it's also 10 levels. 17 days. I'm assuming it looks like it's just one. And you get these little dinglings. I think you get these to exchange for milk, if I remember correctly. There's a milk or the other one, or not that one. Yeah. Oh, Nell. Yeah, this one. Whatever. She still sucks, right? Yeah, a bunch of awakenings and the base awakenings. That's not that great. But might as well do it just for the. I think I get a stone at least. Only 24 hours. Oh, let's limit break to this guy. Let's see, is anyone else? Work plus this one. Sure. Right, so that's gonna take a whole day. And let's see, how many free rolls do we get from the quest? I mean, the one that matters is the newest RAM, the second one. Let's see how many rolls do we get for that. Probably just one of each, maybe 3. Okay, that's one for the second one. Yeah, just one of each. I mean, I don't think at the moment there's anything from the first RAM that I actually care for, but I should clear. Wait, is it just one? Could it be any floor, or it has to be the second one? One floor of Hikoboshi descended. Well, if I'm just doing it with this team, let's just clear with this guy. Oh, combo, that's easy for this team. And hello, Raul, how's it going? Yeah, after this, we'll take a quick look at all of the new units, and maybe if I don't think there's anything worth chasing in the first ramp, but we'll check. I think the only thing of note from the first one is Maid Ideal, and she did get a decent buff from what I saw, but I kind of don't care for it. Hello, Buns. Kaishu. I have higher hopes for Butler Kaishu, but unfortunately he doesn't seem that notable. Oh, that was a flop. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would agree with you, Raul. Because it's not often, yeah, it's usually like the tier lists are usually crowded with third-party collab characters. But I guess it's because I don't know, most people are driven to roll for the third-party collabs that they have to make them stronger, I guess, or they feel like they have to. Because a lot of people, if you're not a fan of Pat, like you probably don't even know who the hell Rosetta is, I guess, or like May Luna, for example. So why would you roll too much for this like duo unit, for example? I mean, but this duo is really strong. The May Luna Solomon duo. I mean, we'll see in a little bit, but it is pretty strong for a dark unit. Really insane support. And I think they could do damage. I forget. I know they have like 4 Ls. I think they have a few 10Cs, like 4. But yeah, off the top, from what I've seen, the most notable units right now from the second RAM are Maid, what's her name? Not Ideal. Elmina, who happens to be the BGM. And then Metatron, who's the Orb Skin also. Yeah, Rosetta definitely looks too weak, unfortunately. And hello, Ganja. But yeah, I was talking about it with and some other people on my Discord, on the JP channel. And yeah, she's just, unfortunately, the fact that she's a 4-unit system is just way too weak. Also, she doesn't have any, like, she doesn't have a shield breaker return like the OG Rosetta. Her HP recovery is not that great. I mean, it is good, but it could have been better. The damage is also not all the way there also. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part with Elmina. You need 3. Like, she does seem strong, but yeah, needing 3. It's basically chasing for the Omnimon team, not Omnimon, for Imperial Dragon team, in a 10-stone realm. That is just so expensive. I guess on the flip side, this unit is a farmable and it looks decently strong, even though, well, I don't know where you would use it. Because this is like a Fujin, I think, but it's an Evo active seal. The first stage, I think, does attribute absorption void, and it's also a haste system. But I mean, the awakenings with the awakenings alone, it looks decently strong. Like, it has 2 nearby colors with some heal OEs and a T. It looks pretty decent. Yeah, nullifies attribute absorption for 3 turns. That's the bad part. The second stage does damage absorption void, also for 3 turns, and then it loops back. I mean, for a farmer, it looks pretty decent. Like the equip, sure, a free T equip with some OEs. It's not the best, but the base one looks okay. Yeah, if it were 4 turns, yeah, that's usually like the key cooldown you want to see, so you can loop with a full haste system. Yeah, could be of use maybe for something. Yeah, we got a couple of 83% damage reduction from Maids. I think it's melee, Elmina, and there's somebody else. I think Claudia. So 3 units alone already from this in-house event doing 83% damage reduction. Like, we haven't even gotten the first one in A yet. It's gonna be Mikage, which should be with Mystics and Specters, which should return very soon, I think. Probably next week, if I were to guess. But yeah, so we got the free roll. I mean, the one, well, might as well do the other one too. I was gonna say the one that matters is just the second round, but let's get the first round too. Is this a good one? Oh, it is an 81. I could get a new friend maybe. Yeah, it happened in JP like 2 months ago. It's about time we get it. So it should be very, very soon. Let's see, from the buff, Maids Cecilia look not that great either. I mean, she had competition from like Deku, because like Maid Ideal was using the MP unit Deku from My Hero Academia for the HP buff. I think he gave you 3x, and Maid Cecilia only was like 1.5. I think right now she's 2. Just an even 2x HP. Which is not enough to tank big hits. Lucifer he finally destroys a shield, a full shield, because before he only did half a shield for some reason. But yeah, he's the first unit that breaks a shield he can break a shield every single turn. because he has a 1-turn cooldown. For the JK Dragon Ball One Piece and Naruto collab. Yeah, a lot of people are also disappointed that Pat. I guess they're disappointed with Pat Cafe because of Rosetta, and they're also disappointed because the other big gacha in JP has a Naruto collab right now, or it's gonna get it soon. I don't know when it's gonna happen. Yeah, at least you can use Made Ideal still. Actually, I think Made Ideal can still clear everything, no? I haven't actually kept much track with her teams, but I think she's fine now. Because like for Gale Cloud, she has an insane recovery. Maybe the damage is not that great anymore. Persephone, I didn't even look at what's his name, the previous guy. It's not Hemo, it's whoever it was. I forget. I forget his actual name, but he doesn't matter. I don't think he got an interesting buff. Persephone, she's on a 4-turn cooldown now. Down from 6, which was pretty bad, honestly. It was workable. Oh, I forgot to use Absorption Void. But like when Butler Kurotobi came out, you would maybe use 1 or 2 Persephones in the team. In like the cookie cutter full made team, you would use that. But at least just 1 is workable now. Actually, I don't know what the Butler Kurotobi got. Probably just a higher cap break, and that's it. That's usually what they every unit gets for a buff nowadays. Often they announce new returning banners every. Well, if we get a good month, then yeah, we get like usually 2 events a month. As to when the announcements come, sometimes like we get like that weeks and stuff. For now, after this, they're gonna have a JP stream on the 20th actually, so they're gonna announce something then too. Probably a third-party collab. So that's probably when we're gonna see the next big thing, I guess. Like expectations are high for the stream announcements because they better be something exciting, because it's gonna be also an IRL stream. So there's gonna be a crowd. I don't think they would boo or cheer all that much still, but they're probably gonna have something exciting, hopefully. What collab you want to see return? Yeah, Bleach. Yeah, Bleach will be really exciting to get. It's been a long time since we got it, and it is another big name that could hopefully compete with the Naruto one from that other gacha in JP. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, usually when people used to ask me that, I would say like ReZero, and we already got that. But yeah, Bleach would be cool. Let's see, is this a Butler 1? Oh, this is Butler 2. Is this from boating? It's not, right? This is a login stamp. Yeah. Where is my boating role? Did they mention? Does anyone know? Let's see, login stamps. It was this. Yeah, the first one was a Butler 2. Actually, I can't tell. I don't remember which icon is the one for the second rem. I guess it is the one with the tuxedo is the second rem role. Bleach is unsalvageable. If it returns, it's gotta be yeah, yeah, I'm assuming that's what they're gonna do. Would it be Angry Birds return after a literal decade? I mean, isn't Bleach like almost a decade too? And is Angry Birds even still a thing? I know there was like a movie a couple of years ago. But apart from that, I don't know. Is the game still ongoing? Let's see. Before I do a few rolls, I want to do a few rolls because there are some exciting things that I would like to get. Obviously, the big chase is gonna be Elmina and maybe Metatron and a few other ones. Yeah, like the Solomon duo is pretty good. Let's see. Maybe Claudia? I don't know. I'll have to see. Oh, Fasca. I do like Fasca, and she's a low round already. Surprisingly, because she looks really, really solid as a cleric. Let's see, but let's take a quick look at all of the units. Let me go to their website. Yeah, I was saying before, like we're gonna get Mystic next, which it's probably gonna be next week. And yeah, a lot of people are I mentioned this like wanting to see something more hype for Pat because that other big catch in JP got Naruto. There's a super, yeah, there is, but it's just bait. There's nothing exciting. It's a 10 Magic Stone Super Godfest, and I mean, I guess maybe Ryun for people that don't have Ryun is exciting because she did get a new Evo recently. And there's Nike, who a lot of people are also lacking. But yeah, otherwise it doesn't look that exciting. It looks like a waste of stones, honestly. There's a bunch of Pantheons, and yeah, nothing exciting from the GFE lineup. Oh, the free roll voting comes out on the 15th. Oh, okay. So at least I didn't forget to roll. To vote, I mean. So you might say for Maid? I'll probably use most of my stones for Gintama. Maids, I don't know. We'll see, because maybe we'll see some future units use Maid stuff, or maybe for the stream collab. Because we'll see. Like the stream is gonna be on the 20th. Maybe then we'll see some of these units have a lot more value. But let's look at some of the units. So this one, the Gillian duo, I think it's meant to be used with Elmina. The damage dealer. No, it's an Evo active skill. I think this is a piercer. It's a piercer, looping piercer with a cap break, and also a looping shield. It's only 35% damage reduction, but I guess if the last dungeon is the last endgame dungeon is gonna be the start of a trend, we're gonna go back to needing like looping shields and looping HP buffs instead of like a big shield or a big HP buff to tank one big hit every so often. Everyone's gonna hit like a truck, and you're gonna need a looping shield. So maybe this is a sign that that's gonna happen. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, 25 billion looping. I still feel like the cooldown is a little long. 6 turns. It takes a while to reapply, but sure, it looks whatever, kind of whatever, really. Equip, levitate, void stuff, and then delay. Usually not that useful. It's kind of whatever. This one looks pretty good. But yeah, the first stage, it voids super gravity for 10 turns. At first I thought this was gonna be not that great, but this is pretty good for units with the new acceleration awakening, because those units basically deal no damage until floor 3. So at least with by voiding super gravity for 10 turns, you have like some time to get to floor 3 and maybe floor 6. So then your units can actually deal damage in super gravity content. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's all. I think most Androids have this sort of like feature. I'm on a Pixel. I think Samsung has one. It is probably all Androids. But yeah, this is very handy if you play JP. Or if you play any other game or want to read anything else in another language. But yeah, you can translate everything on your screen. But yeah, so the first stage is really could come in really handy. I didn't see the value before, but my friend did talk about it. Like with acceleration, this is probably really useful. And then second stage, it's for 2-turn voice attribute and damage absorption, and also fixes the board to 6x5, and it also clears unmatchable and awoken binds in a fortune cooldown. So it's a pretty cracked active skill. They do deal decent damage, but they just need a cap breaker. Like they're really solid. I don't know. I might even use one of this guy on my Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea to use him on an Utsuru team, because we usually run this cap breaker already, so you could just put it next to them. It's pretty low cooldown, pretty useful active skill. You could even run 2. That's what I was thinking. And then you have permanent damage absorption and attribute absorption void, if you want to do that. But you will probably save at least one of them for the cleric active skill. And obviously the ALs are also pretty handy. Yeah, very solid base. And I think they're exchangeable. Usually all of the duos are exchangeable. And then the equip. Oh yeah, there's a couple of like leader swap equips in this collab. There's like 3 or 4. This is one of them. So leader swap, use it again to return. It also charges by 1 turn, and then it generates 8 nail orbs. Which sure, it's okay. Also SDR 7C plus, pretty good, pretty okay equip. I don't know. Leader swapping is not really that much of a thing a lot of people do nowadays. But if you ever want to do it, I guess with like complete quests in some of the seasonal in-house collab dungeons, this could be a thing. But usually in end game, they tend to restrict whenever you can leader swap or if you can leader swap or not. Yeah, let's look at who's exchangeable. I'm pretty sure all of the duos are. Androsera, I think, is exchangeable. That was my impression. Okay, Melee is GFE exchangeable. What's your name again? Venus. Yeah, Hakura is exchangeable. We'll see the details later, but from Butlers 2, those are those. I mean, I guess we could see the GFEs. Yep, GFEs and Butler 2 units. And then the old ones, Kamimasubi, Butler Albrecht, and Mikage. Let's see, and there's a bunch of brights here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the batch unit for Maids is Nell. That's the same. Does it take Pat 2? No, it doesn't take Pat Cafe 2 units. It's only Pat Cafe 1. But I don't know if you would even use the Pat Cafe batch. I don't know, maybe for Elmina, because at least, I mean, probably most of your team is gonna be Pat Cafe units. So maybe you would use it there. Yeah, there's a new Robin. I don't remember if he's that. I think he makes up a 3-unit system. We could look at it in a little bit. We have the Gillian duo is there, and yeah, Meiluna is exchangeable, so that's good. So at the very least, you could always get this really solid cleric / absorption voider. The Roche and Valeria duo is also okay. It's not that great, and Rosera's also exchangeable. But again, her issue is that she's a 4-unit system. No, Rosera's not a BGM or anything. She's just exchangeable. Mid-ideal, yeah, like all of the other units are still exchangeable. Mid-ideal and stuff. And let's see, my friend did make an image with teams, but it's a lot of them. I don't know. This maybe could help you think of them, but it is a lot. But yeah, the Roche duo, I think it could be a decent sub for Deku Bakugo, because it is a fire wood unit. First stage for yeah, the only thing is the long-lasting cap break at the beginning kind of sucks. It's gonna get overwritten either by yourself or by enemies, so it's not that useful. Yeah, charges by 2, and then it becomes attribute absorption voider on a fortune cooldown. That's for 2 turns. That also clears Awoken Vines and destroys all orbs. So that's also useful with Deku Bakugo because he doesn't override orbs. I guess the leader skill doesn't look too bad if I remember. Yeah, 5.4 effective HP basically. And 9x recovery is the most notable part. So this could be useful in Gal Cloud or the new one, the Mist Dungeon, because that one is super altitude and is very, very punishing. 30 million Fua. Yeah, 30 million Fua is also pretty good for Deku Bakugo. Just no bonus combos is gonna suck. Right? Oh no, it does have 2 combos. 2 combos is not that many, but it is workable, I guess. I mean, what I don't like about this unit is all of the T awakenings. Like, sure, sometimes they're a little bit useful against thorns, but I feel like they're just taking up space most of the time. They're not that great. Equip, adds a lot of OEs, SBR, SDR, and then yeah, just a roulette for 7 turns. Yeah, the actives kind of sucks. Equips, I mean, the awakenings are okay. Just don't run into a combo shield, no problem. I mean, that's gonna be hard to do in endgame because they keep adding combo boys and really like in Crimson, you have to deal with Syret. He has like at the very beginning 13 combo shield with a -2 combo debuff. It's gonna be hard for the Bakugo. And then Rosera, I unfortunately agree with JP. Like, she's not that strong, unfortunately. She needs a very specific subs to make it work, because you're gonna want to run 4 Rosetas. I saw some people trying to come up with like haste teams, so you would lead with double Rosetta and then run 4 haste units as subs. That way you can use a Rosetta every turn. But then timing your cleric is gonna suck. Like, if you guys remember running the Haikyuu team, the Dark Haikyuu team, I mean, usually you did run like 2 clerics. The Kageyama, I think it was, what is his name? You would run 2 clerics, but it was still tricky to time the active skill there with that unit. So you would also need to have the same issue with Rosetta there. What can she clear? I'm not sure. I'm sure you could clear some stuff because she has a decent active skill, but and leader skill. But she is gonna be a little bit slow because she also doesn't have shield break, which a lot of people were pissed about. So yeah, at the beginning, she gives you a 30 turn Thorn Skyfall debuff, charges by 2, then it becomes a 4-turn cooldown active skill. Then for 1 turn, halves damage. So with 4 of them, you're gonna have a permanent 50% damage reduction shield, which sounds great, but devoting 4 units to that, it seems like overkill, really. Seems like it's not that great, honestly. And then it doubles attack power. Cap break is 22 billion. The board becomes 7x6, and it changes the board to dark and heal. I mean, yeah, 30 turns, it is long. Also, this unit doesn't have a lot of heal OEs. I think OG Rosetta had 4 heal OEs in total. This one only has 2. Like, sure, she has the T Awakening. Like, you would have at least 4 T Awakenings. And I think that basically reduces his thorn damage by 80%. So you would just need like 1 more T to like nullify thorn damage. And then the effective HP is like almost like 82% damage reduction, I think. Is it 1 over, well, let me do the math first. 1 over 27, 3.73 times 1.5. Yeah, 5.56, I think it was. Yeah, I think I did it wrong, but that's equal to, that's not even 83% damage, 83% damage reduction. But she does have the 50% damage reduction shield, I guess. I guess she would have been too tanky with an 83% damage reduction effective HP. Normal Rosetta runs 18 heal OEs in modern dungeons. Yeah, with this one you only bring 1 to the table with 1. And also the damage is gonna be a little bit lacking. It would have been great if she had like maybe a BDP in her base active skills. So you can deal with boy damage shields. But you're basically still forced to like run Armageddon one, I think, to deal with that triple absorptions. Because if, for example, if you put like BDP equips on her, she's not gonna deal much damage in in-game content. Like you pretty much want to levitate on her so she can actually deal damage. Would have been great if her active skill like dealt with a mechanic, like if he had tears and stuff. But no, it's just a shield and no shield break. It's just a board change. Yeah, board change, board size change, double wide 22 billion cap break, which honestly doesn't seem that impressive because you have to fit 4 of her in a team. Like for newer teams, like 20 billion cap break for the whole team, like effectively is like what you come to expect. So 22 is not that out there, unfortunately. Also, her leader skill doesn't give you like a decent enough recovery buff. Like that could have like maybe offset the fact that she doesn't bring too many OEs to the table, but she effectively doesn't give you a recovery buff because she does double HP and well 1.5x HP and recovery for double, but usually you want like a bigger recovery buff. Like for example, we saw what's her face, the Roche duo. This one gives you 9x recovery just themselves. Like she would have needed like maybe not 9, but maybe at least 4x, 3x at the very least. Let's see, on the equip. 4 turns, 70% auto heal, and pierces and charges by 2. That's double type, double BDP, double heal OE. I mean, it's okay, but it's okay. I mean, the auto heal on the Pierce for 4 turns, it's workable. It could be useful. It honestly is nothing to write about. Just like the base. Yeah, painfully average, yeah. Like a lot of people were comparing this to Lelouch, if you guys remember. Like it's a very tanky system, but it's very I don't know, it doesn't have a lot of flexibility. Like to make it work, you need like very specific sub. Because you're gonna need obviously a cleric, and then basically an Omni Piercer. And that's your whole team. 4 Rosettas and those 2 slots, and that's it. Let's look at Millie. You have your full Lelouch system who never creates the dark you need. Oh yeah, that at least that's not an issue with Rosetta, because she does give you a 7x6 board every turn. And I think she only needs 2 dark combos. Like, it's gonna be very, very unlikely you're gonna get Orb Troll. With Lelouch, he was more prone to getting Orb Troll, I remember. Because didn't he need like 6 Dark Orbs or something? Or was it a VDP to like activate his later skill? I forget, right? But I remember he was very prone to getting Orb Troll. At least Rosetta, it's not gonna be as easy to get trolled. Millie looks decent. She can break your subs. So yeah, with the 2-unit system, you can get a looping 18 billion cap break to your subs, and she also pierces, and she generates 5 heal and 5 light orbs. Leader skill is also 83% damage reduction, but you have to match orbs in a cross shape. I think it could also be the heal orbs that you could match. I think it could be any orbs into a cross. Which is a playstyle we haven't seen in a while. And then attack power is multiplied by 100x. If you match a TPA, 3 combos are added, and 14 million damage is dealt. So with double mill, you're gonna deal 20 million FUA, which is not enough for like some dungeons, because you need like 30. Like I think it's only the last 2 endgame titles where you need 30 million. But even if you fail to meet that, you shouldn't be like screwed, because usually they only do something annoying. I think it was only like UN2, where if you fail to get enough FUA, you pretty much died. Because I remember Thank You used to give you like -10 combo debuff at Super Assault, and that was pretty much made game over for most leaders, because you need to hit 10C to like actually deal damage and kill it. Yeah, that is questionable, but I think they wanted you to make heal crosses, just like the normal melee leader skill requirement. Because I think that's what it is specifically. You need heal crosses to activate the leader skill in OJ melee. Yeah, it does fit. Like I think Summer melee also had like the heal cross requirement. They should have just done a heal cross awakening or something. I don't know what it would do. Probably just damage boost. Probably also would have been great if it gave you a good recovery buff from matching a cross. Because if you're matching a heal cross and this is your only orb gen, you're not gonna have enough heal orbs to like match a heal TPA, and that's pretty much needed for most teams to like actually meaningfully heal. So that's the only possible issue I see with Millie. Like otherwise, she seems pretty solid. Just the healing might be an issue. And then yeah, this is another leader sub equip. It also delays TPAs. Sure, whatever. Yeah, looks okay, whatever. Yeah, the base is interesting. And then we have Celine, who's the first unit to have 7 Dungeon Boost Awakenings. But the active skill doesn't do much. I mean, this is just for swiping. And it also sucks that she doesn't have any skill boost awakenings. So even if you fill your whole team with Celines for the dungeon boost, you're not gonna have any active skills to do anything. But yeah, removes log, changes the outlines, I think, to light. So it's not even the full board to light. And then it's also a 50% parts gravity. And then when you enter as a leader, rank XP and parts drop is increased by 1.5. And then when your HP is above 50%, damage is greatly reduced, and your attack power is 45x. So it's like basically an unconditional damage reduction and attack boost if you don't get hit that much. Like it's this in for swiping, sure. But yeah, the bad thing is the skill boost. It doesn't bring any skill boost to the table. You might like just swipe with Champelios maybe. That's a low cooldown swipe with light. Like I'm sure a lot of people might be chasing this. I don't know about chasing too many, because at least with Camilla you can button like Reiwa Descended for MP farming if you want to. With this one, I feel like it's kind of hard to fit her in. Let's see, in the equip, removes locks, changes the outline, I think, again. There's a Woken Bind, and charges by 3. Like, sure, this is okay, whatever. It's kind of mediocre. Honestly, I was expecting them to do something more crazy with Celine. But just 7 dungeon boosts, I feel like it's just overkill. Let's see, Amaterasu. Good utility, a lot of healing. And this is obviously a cleric. So it has the cleric active skill, and then a looping HP buff, and increases a light attack power by 4x. So some units actually have a conditional active skill where you need a light attack buff. I don't know. I think we've seen them from other collabs, but I think this event might have like 1 or 2. I think Paimon is one of them. Mid-event looks boring this time. Yeah, it doesn't look that interesting. Like Elmina is the big unit from this event, I think. And also the May Luna duo. But yeah, otherwise it doesn't look that exciting. But yeah, solid cleric. Actually, I think the leader skill is also like a cross. Yeah, fetching 5 recovery. Oh, this one is specifically recovery orbs, like heal orbs in a cross shape. So maybe you would pair this with melee, 80x attack, 9x recovery. I mean, the 9x recovery buff might offset the fact that you're using all of your heal orbs to actually do something, to actually make the cross shape. And then you need to match 8 combos to deal with to deal 30 million FUA and 2.7x light HP. I mean, no bonus combos is gonna be tricky to navigate. Because how many does melee have? I don't think it was that many. Yeah, it's only 3. Only 3 on your leaders is pretty sus. Yeah, well, it'll definitely come to an A. Just give it about 2 months. Definitely into 7x export. Yeah, thankfully, this event does have a lot of leader swap equips, and all of the units that are worth running as leaders, you can use those equips on them because they don't have a long cooldown evil active skill or they don't transform. Because Millie and Elmina don't transform, so it's very easy to leader swap into 7x6. But then you're gonna get your board shrunk by enemies, so you need to run someone to fix your board probably. Look at the equip. Recovers the cleric and changes the board to those colors and destroys 2 shields. Yeah, this is whatever. Metatron is the orb skin unit, and she makes up a 3-unit system. Also doesn't transform and has a pretty cracked active skill. For 1 turn, damage absorption and attribute absorption are nullified, and your damage cap rate is 70 billion, and it generates 12 dark and 12 heal. So this is a dark row leader. So each time you match a row, your attack is multiplied by 12x, and you gain 2 bonus combos. So it scales with each row, but you're only gonna be able to match 2 dark rows unless you have like a roulette or something. So if you match those 2 dark rows, you're gonna get plus 4 combos from each Metatron. So that's plus 8. So that's an easy 10C with just 2 rows and with double Metatron leaders. And 8 million FUA, so that's 16, so that's 32 million, which is a good amount. And then matching 6 Dark Orbs reduces damage by not 2%, 82% damage, yeah. So pretty decent leader skill. It scales, she does deal decent damage. Yeah, she looks really solid for an orb skin, but you do need 3 in a team to make a system. At least you don't have to also worry about her second attribute, because sometimes they will give you like an off-matching second attribute. But yeah, decent damage, I think. I think yeah, she does seem pretty solid. She also doesn't get overtroll in 5x4. Because she'll make 12 dark orbs and at least 8 heal orbs. Yeah, pretty solid. And then the equip, it's a banishing equip. 3 skill boost, SDR power break on the base, and then it'll grant you 7C Dark Row, SDR power break, and then what? It heals or it reduces HP by 50%. One turn cooldown, so it's really easy to overcharge. So you have to be careful. But at least you can put it on a transforming unit and with self-reliance and quickly get rid of the equip. Honestly, it doesn't look that great because don't we have like 10C SDR banishing already? That's fairly easy to get rid of. I'm pretty sure we do. I don't think they're 1 turn cooldown though. At least there's that for this one. Because I feel like the Raw Awakening is not gonna be that great for a lot of other teams. Like for this one, sure, it's good to tack on more Dark Rows, but other teams, other units probably don't really care for the Dark Row. And damage, SDR, and Power Break, I think we have some of those. Like even the 5 million MP unit, I think it's Levitate. Is it Levitate or it's something like that? Yeah, Levitate SDR Power Break. I mean, it depends if the base unit has Levitate already. Because obviously if it does, then the 7C actually will do something. Because Levitate Awakenings do not stack. But yeah, it's an okay equip. Pretty good base. Noctaria, she's a tricolor unit. They teased her before. I don't think they changed anything with her. So for 4 turns, damage it pierces, and move time is doubled. And then for 1 turn, it gives you 1 roulette and destroys 1 shield. It's too bad that the roulette doesn't loop. I don't know why they don't make her loop. I don't think it would have been that broken. Because for some of the Yeah, for the Claudia team, I think this is supposed to be their partner. For the Claudia team, I don't know, you might want to have the permanent roulette there. In case you get your board gets expanded to 7x6. Because I mean, when we get to Claudia, we'll see that she doesn't generate enough orbs in 7x6. Yeah, too bad she doesn't loop. And yeah, for the leader skill, you need to activate a row and three attributes. And when you do that, you have damage, 150x attack, recovery is 9x, adds for combos, 10 million FUA, and then dark attribute HP is multiplied by 2.7. Pretty solid active leader skill. It does require maybe a good amount of work, because 3 attributes and a dark row, that is a lot. Yeah, Noctaria. Yeah, unfortunately, Noctaria is always like so close to being good, and then she just like not that great. Because like the same thing happened with Bar Noctaria, the bartender Noctaria. Like she looked really decent, but she was locked down to like tricolor BDP, which nobody apart from like one leader from bartenders was like using, and they were not even that great. Because otherwise, she had a pretty good active skill. Like pre-transformation also, it gave you a long-lasting HP buff. Let's see the equip. Tricolor. Is this the first one that has 3-color awakenings as an equip? I feel like it might be. Because I was wondering how come that's not a thing already when I was looking at other tricolor units. Let's see. Yeah, this is the first one that has a tricolor, 3-color plus awakening, which doesn't seem that broken, but it is a 9x multiplier. Because a lot of teams don't match more than 3 attributes, and if you're going for full rainbow, you're matching the other. You're gonna use either a 10C or a 5 attribute awakening. At the very least, the equip does charge by 4. For 3 turns, damage absorption and attribute absorption are nullified. Adds 8 combos. Yeah, I agree. Tricolor is usually not that great. Like you either go full rainbow or you play the other easier leaders that at most you match like 2 attributes. And then Frigg, Wood BDP, it's not gonna do anything for Wood BDP. Because I remember you need 2 units to you need 2 Friggs to like actually loop their effects. So one of them will give you double wood attack for 3 turns. Damage cap rate is also 18 billion for 3 turns, and reduces damage by 45% and destroys all orbs. It's like very similar to the OG Frag. You need 2 of them to loop their effects, and they're not that great. I feel like they could have just made her a one unit system. Just make her loop. Because yeah, Wood is always in a bad place, and this doesn't do anything for the archetype. Let's see. At least the leader skill. Let's see. When you match 5 wood orbs, damage is reduced by 82% damage reduction. When you match a BDP, right? Yeah, BDP multiplies attack by 100x, recovery is double, and 5 combos are added. So no FUA, first of all. I mean, at the very least, you can reduce damage by just matching 5 wood orbs, which might matter sometimes, but I mean, the fact that it doesn't have any FUA really sucks for her. Why 2? Yeah, I don't know why they make it so you need to run 2. Because if you notice, well, I don't know if you're asking me why run 2, but they have a 6-turn cooldown, and the effect only lasts for 3 turns. So to loop the effects, you need to run 2 in a team. I assume this is meant for Butler Albrecht. I mean, maybe he does loop an HP buff, I think. Or is that the other one? The other Albrecht? I mean, we'll see it soon. Actually, let's see it now. Because I might not look at all of the Butler stuff, all of the Butler 1 units. Oh yeah, this is an interesting buff. Now he basically, Butler Albrecht system loops a 1.7 HP buff. But yeah, matchup BDP 16 million Fua is also not that great. So even with Frag, I guess you would run Frag as a sub, but then you don't get the benefit from having the damage reduction tied to just 5 wood orbs. Because you would want a more Fua for this type of leader. So you would probably still run double Outbreak for the 32 million Fua. Oh yeah, I was just answering just in case you weren't. I mean, Butler Albrecht always looks solid, but it's kind of a pain to run him. It just wood BDP doesn't. They do keep getting support, but a lot of it doesn't really stick around for a long time, and it always there's always some issue. Like we just saw with Frag, like it's just two whole slots to this. It doesn't seem that great. The DM's 2 free slot for clerics. Does Butler Albrecht void something? I think he voids something too, no? Or is that the other Albrecht? I think this is just the HP buff, right? And orb gen. Oh no, attribute absorption, yeah. Attribute absorption. So you still need damage absorption somewhere and the cleric. If you run 2 Frag, 2 Albrecht, I guess it's doable. 2 Frag, 2 Albrecht, cleric, and damage absorption voider. Right? The OG one does do that. Yeah. Yeah, they should have given her something else to make it worthwhile. No, this Frag doesn't do damage absorption. Yeah, OG Frag does it. This one doesn't do it. It's where they design a lot of these to have elements of the regular units, except Rosetta, but they just make sure not to include anything of her aspect that may occur in the OG form. Yeah, the shield break is definitely a deal breaker. I don't know what they could have done that at the very least. I think that was the biggest complaint I saw in JP. Like, no shield break. Even if it's a 4-unit system, they were like complaining about the shield break. And it is understandable. But yeah, for wood BDP teams are never catching on. Pascal looked pretty solid. This is a unit that stood out when I saw the details earlier. But yeah, the 4-unit looping system, well, it is a cleric, but you do loop the cap break for leader and helper to 28 billion and 30% auto heal effect, and it also does unmatchable and awoken mind recovery. So it's basically like Hagenesuka from Demon Slayer, but it's also a cleric. So it's I think automatically it's better than Hagenesuka, even though I think Hagenesuka is it 32 or am I thinking of some other one? What's his name in Japanese? Maybe I should open up the other one, but Yaiba. I think Yaiba, he would show up here. Here we go. Oh, 30 million cap break. I mean, he's still really useful if you're using like Kikoro or in JP with Intoki. Also, it's also useful to cap break those leaders that don't cap break themselves. At least with Pasca, even if you're not running a light team, I feel like she's gonna be pretty handy for those teams. Oh yeah, this is also a 7x6 space, and this I was no, actually no, I was gonna say this could be used with what's her face? Elmina, but no. Because you don't really benefit much from the cap break. I mean, it could help maybe. But yeah, pretty good, decent unit to run, and obviously, yeah, for the base could be useful. Definitely meant for melee. Yeah, because melee does the subs, and then Pascal will do the leaders. And then the equip, banishing, charges by 1 turn. It gives you a T, 1/7C, and 2 fingers. Kind of whatever, honestly. I mean, it's okay. 1T and a 7C. That's some bulk and some damage. But yeah, I am a fan of the base. Yeah, a lot of banishing and not. I don't think there's any unit with self-reliance. Actually, no. I think Claude is self-reliance. Is actually Metatron self-reliance? I don't think so. No, she's not self-reliance. But yeah, there are a lot of banishing ones. Banishing and leader swap. More than usual. Let's look at MS. Unfortunately, a haste unit. But it reduces damage by, but it does loop by itself. So 40% damage reduction for 7 turns. Removes lock, changes the board to light, dark, and heal, and charges by 1. You need to match a BDP. It's unfortunate she doesn't guarantee enough ores for a BDP, but I don't think a lot of people are gonna run this as a leader. But it reduces damage by 22%, 22x attack, and 22.22 million. I don't know why they're doing the whole 2 for. I guess because I know she has like scales and stuff. I don't know. It's supposed to look balanced, I guess. Yeah, all parameters for balance are 4.4. I'm willing to bet they're going to make a big deal of buffing Maids stuff, especially Rose, because she's actually mind-bogglingly bad. Probably on stream after definitely not Drake rolls. You think they would do that? I mean, we'll see, but I don't know, because that's gonna be in 1 week. I mean, I don't know. They posted the teaser a few days ago, and people were complaining, and they didn't buffer pre-implementation. But maybe have they done that actually? Because like with Reinhardt, that happened before he was implemented. I guess I could do it for Rosetta too. Maybe it goes until the end of the month. Yeah, it's still ongoing, but it's a whole week after. I don't know. Reference over utilities playing this RAM. Yeah, I don't know where you're gonna use Temas. I mean, she's at 40% looping. I don't know. She seems usable. I mean, the equip looked interesting because it's a 30 turn lasting AoE effect with also an OE Skyfall. And it also charges by 2. I feel like this is interesting. The equip that I'm thinking of is Metatron, the mini Metatron, Dark Metatron actually. That one gives you like a few turns of AoE effect, which is a pretty rare effect, but a lot of people don't really care much for it. But it is interesting because some Rainbow teams do use it. And this one is 30 turns. So that's a big jump in effective turns for this effect. Because I think it's only like 3 or 5 maybe AoE effects with Chibi Metatron. It's interesting, but I don't know who actually cares for this, especially with the BDP awakening on this equip. It is interesting though. If they don't buffer, imagine Max Moray on stream trying to clear shit. Yeah. It'll be funny if they actually do decide to run a maid Rosetta team. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go with the maid Ilmina team actually on stream if they're gonna do one. Because that's the most broken and more easy to play team from this collab. Should have given Rosetta shield break, yeah, and Pierce. Yep, Metatron, and yeah, the main highlights is it is Ilmina and Metatron. But yeah, interesting equip. Base probably not that useful, unfortunately. Because yeah, also who's another like a viable light BDP team? I don't think we have anything interesting when it comes to light BDP right now. Then Claudia, this is the other interesting unit that could be like maybe the third best leader here, even above Rosetta probably, but they do have issues. So it's a 2-unit system, doubles recovery, and your cap rate is 50 billion, and it gives you six of each, except fire, basically. And for the leader skill, she's meant to be paired with Noctaria, so you also need the Dark Row and 3 attributes, and you reduce damage by 80% damage reduction, 150x attack, 2 combos are added, 30 million Fua. But yeah, I was mentioning like 7x6 is gonna be rough for this leader. Like a lot of enemies don't tend to give you that buff, quote unquote, but that could really screw over this unit because then once you pop the active skill, you're not gonna have enough for a row because you need 7 Dark Rows in 7x6 to make a row. OG Sapphire is the only like BDP team. Yeah, I think that's the only one that kind of matters. Does Akina not override light in the same team? In that sample team? I haven't really looked too closely at the team. My friend made this one. Let's see. Safira. Does Akina in a light team? Does Akina not override? Do you mean wait, which one? Which team? Can you tell me which one? Which Echidna? I mean, there's 3 Echidna. There's 3 teams with Echidna. It does override light, actually. Yeah, you are correct. So you would need to match water, which you do have, and yeah, yeah, light is your only. Yeah, light is your only third attribute there. So yeah, that is an issue. So you have to fix that. I mean, these were just like preliminary teams that my friend made. Like we'll see what JP is gonna cook up, and we'll probably see more effective, more like better setups. You can add light and boot with equips. Yeah, that's an option. But what if you get like assist remove? Assist remove. What do you do then? Because then you have to mess with the whole thing. Like when you match, when you recover assist, you have to like set up a skyfall with the third attribute so that it does actually count as a match. So that's gonna be an iffy interaction that a lot of people don't really know because it kind of doesn't matter most of the time. Nonsense use banish and equip. I guess, yeah. That's also an option. Hope she doesn't need tricolor badge. I mean, I did see a lot of people complaining on JP, like they didn't have the new generation's badge. I mean, would she need it? I think she does need it because this one adds 2 combos, and then if you pair with Noctaria, she adds 4. So that's gonna be 7 combos already with by matching 3 attributes. I think I feel like you would really benefit from the bonus combos. Yeah. Yeah, you probably do want the badge. the tricolor badge. Because those again, like Syrat in Crimson, you need like to hit effectively 15C, actually 16, because he has a -2 combo debuff and he has a 13 combo absorption shield. Let's see, so that's Claudia, 2-unit system, Origin that has a problem in 7x6. I mean, she is tanky because the unit itself can get pretty tanky because she has self-reliance and all stats plus. And obviously 83% damage reduction. Well, let's look at the equip. 3 team HPs, auto heal, 3 color plus. Remaining HP of 40 parts is 50%. So 50% parts gravity for 8 turns, attribute absorption and combo absorption are nullified. It's okay. Oh yeah, 5x4 is also an issue. Because you can only make 20 orbs, and then you would only make also 2 dark orbs in 5x4. Which doesn't let you activate the leader skill. So yeah, any board disruption is deadly for this unit. Like that's why they should have made Noctaria a looping roulette, and also giving you the roulette in a fixed position. Like in the bottom left corner, it would have been ideal, because then you can fix any annoying board. Let's see, and then Elmina, who's the BGM and probably the strongest leader in this rerun. She's basically a non-transforming rear end that's easier to play because you don't need to match 5 attributes. You need to match light and fire and make a cross somewhere. But yeah, for 1 turn, move time is double, super gravity is voided, and your cap break is 72 billion. And gives you the board change also. And then when you match across, you reduce damage by 83%, doubles recovery, and gives you 30 million FUA. And if you match fire and light together, your attack is boosted by 100x, and that's for combos. Yeah, Summer Claudia also had the same issues. Like, I think also special roulettes are a thing that are gonna mess you up. And that's gonna be the same issue also for this Claudia too. But yeah, really cracked leader skill, pretty strong active skill too, and it does get very bulky because I think it has like 46k HP. I think like 297. I don't think we can actually. We might be able to see it from here. I mean, she's tanky. We could maybe see it if I do manage to roll her. I'm not gonna do that many rolls because I don't have a lot of stones, but maybe I'll get one, you know? But yeah, so the unfortunate part is that this is another 3-unit BGM system. It does look strong. I mean, it is strong. but chasing this in a 10 magic stone RAM is gonna be very, very painful. I mean, I'm assuming she's at 1.5 rate, right? Yeah, 1.5 instead of the usual 1%. But still, this machine is still 10 magic stones per roll. It's insanely expensive to get the whole system. Like if you guys were here for Digimon, like just imagine rolling for Imperial Dramon basically in a 10 magic stone machine instead of a 7 stone machine. Even with super gravity void, I don't know how Illumina's damage is going to be. 17. Yeah, Illumina's gonna need, because I did the math on a team that I saw on JP Twitter, and she does need like the double badge, or maybe I was thinking they're probably gonna come out with a cross badge. Because I mean, we got the L badge already, the tricolor, 5-color. I think we'll probably see a cross badge soon, maybe. And if anything, you could just go with the Devil Badge for Elmina. But you basically do need to make a light and a fire cross. Because the way cross match, the way shape matches work, you only get the multiplier for that attribute. Like 10C awakenings are like universal, but a 10C plus is not enough to make her cap. Like if you match a fire cross and you only match like a 3 combo of light, the light thing is not gonna do that much damage with just the 10C. So you're gonna need to match both a light and a fire cross to like actually deal damage and reach the 72 billion cap break, even with super gravity nullified. Would the Butler badge help, or is it the Devil badge is definitely better because it's 5x attack. The Butler badge, I think it's only 1.5x attack. So it's definitely way better. I mean, I have the team, I think. We could look at it. It's better if I guess I show what I'm saying. Like this is a team that somebody in JP, like it's a random team. Like maybe there's a better one, but for now, let's say we're tackling Gale Cloud, or I guess the newest one, the newest dungeon. So we're voiding super gravity, so that's turned off. So we match a fire cross, and let's say a 3 combo of heal and light, even though heal doesn't really matter for the leader skill. But then we match 10C at the very least, and we cap break 1 Elmina. Like they just look at 1 Elmina. So you see the third attribute, the fire third attribute doesn't reach cap. And obviously the light one doesn't reach, doesn't come close to capping. So you do need to turn that to make 2 crosses of each attribute. That way the light one is going to cap, but there's the issue still with the third attribute. So you would do the Devil badge, and that way you can actually cap. Actually, if you just match a 3 light combo, yeah, it's still not enough. You still need to match a light cross to like actually reach your cap. And yeah, the Butler badge, it's 2.5. Oh, I thought it was like, I think the base one is 1.5, I guess. But yeah, the Maid badge is also, yeah. Yeah, the damage on the lightning got half, basically. So yeah, you still basically need the double cross, regardless of the badge. I mean, if you're not using those, because I'm assuming the recovery is maybe not the best, because that's why the guy on JP was using this one. But yeah, without a damage boosting badge, the third attribute is gonna struggle. So you still need to do 2 crosses. Even if you do 2 crosses, you still are going to struggle on the third attribute if you don't have a damage boosting badge. You never know what's going on with this game. That's too many words. Sorry, but if you have a question, I could try to be a little bit more clear. Yeah, there is a little lingo thrown around. Just let me know and I'll try to clarify something. But yeah, basically you need 2 crosses of each attribute at the very least. If you void super gravity and if you add levitate on Elmina, the levitate awakening will, yeah, it doesn't do anything. Good luck in rolls. Oh, thank you, Vicious. You're making a fun with 2 May Fangs that stops and 2 Imperial Gemas later. I mean, that sounds like you have a lot of war gen. Maybe the cap break, I don't know, is the cap break okay? Because you're gonna keep overriding with Imperial Gemon. Motherfuckers make Claudia gonna hit cap in early phases. Yeah, that's why you need, I was mentioning how the Solomundu is really, really good for that, for acceleration units. Because this unit voids super altitude for 10 turns. So at least within those 10 turns, you should be able to get to at least the 3rd floor so that your acceleration units can deal damage. I mean, the team on PDC, we have cross awakenings. Yeah, this one has a double cross awakening. Maybe if we get an equip with a double cross 10C, I mean that sounds like a lot of damage. That might not happen for a while, but that's the only way to boost her damage. Crosses and 10Cs. Let's see. So that's Elmina, really strong leader, but she still will require to match 2 crosses, unfortunately. And then the equip gives you cross, OEs, T, and cloud, and it charges by 3. So it's also a pretty good equip just for the 3-turn haste. OEs are also nice. That way, if you get assist removal or something, you don't even have to recover assist. And with the OEs, you don't have to worry about negative OE skyfalls. You just cavities the ores and turn it or the facilitate that. Yep. Easy to understand. We saw how 2 cross teams went. Yeah, a lot of people don't match crosses by themselves already. So if you're not comfortable with matching 2 crosses, like this is not gonna be an enjoyable leader. But again, after if we do get a cross badge, maybe the multiplier is gonna be pretty crazy. So you only have to match 1 cross. Yeah, New Year fellas, yeah. But a lot of people don't play those leaders too. Just because it's difficult. I mean, this is easier. I do agree. I feel like a lot more people are gonna play Ilmina than those 2 leaders. But getting them is gonna be again a whole ordeal because it's a BGM. Yeah, Ilmina is really strong, even though it does require too much work maybe for some. Let's see, Minaka, the TPA unit. You can make a system with 2. This is a fortune cooldown. That's for 2 turns. HP buff for 1.6 for 2 turns. Nullifies damage absorption and attribute absorption also for 2 turns. And then cap break is 40 billion, but it will get doubled if the enemy is wood attribute. So pretty decent if the enemy is wood attribute. And there is a unit here that turns the enemy into wood attribute. So it could be useful. I mean, it's not the first time we see this conditional cap break, because the first one was Gintoki, who can actually cap break to 150 billion if the enemy is wood. And yeah, that's the last team on the image there. I don't know how viable Gintoki is, because even on release, he's just way too gimmicky, and he didn't really have the personal damage multiplier to like actually reach cap on his like 3rd and maybe 2nd attribute. I don't know if things will change and if people are gonna actually bother running him, but a lot of people didn't really bother with him on release. But at least he has a little bit more support now. Is this leader skill decent? When you enter there, maybe not, because it does boost rank XP. Yeah, drastically reduces damage, increases attack by 80x, and yeah, it's only 4x effective HP. You would maybe like leader swap and that's it. And another banishing equip, charges by 2, gives you L and heal OE. Honestly, not too bad for people that want to get a little bit more healing and more Ls to recover SS. Like, I tend to prefer like Siren's equip, Pan Academy Siren, because it gives you an double L and SDR. But this could be pretty good for if you need more healing. It's not that bad. Like the haste is also pretty good also. I mean, the Siren equip also is a 2-turn haste. But I tend to value the SDR a little bit more. I don't know, it depends on the dungeon. this in a short. I mean, the equip disappears once you use it. But yeah, it is pretty good on people with some heal OEs already. Yeah, pretty solid equip. The base, I don't know, like, do you want to run 2? But I don't know if most. I mean, maybe you could just get away with running 1 just for the actually the absorption voiding effect. But definitely you won't get much value. I mean, you depending on the dungeon, like if you're doing mist, you probably do want to loop the HP buff if you don't have a looping shield or something. Let's see, Rosalind. Yeah, like Rosalind, sometimes 4 kilos is not enough. So she could definitely use the extra kilo from the equip that we just saw. But yeah, she is a cleric, and for 4 turns, your damage cap rate is 24 billion. And when the damage is water attribute, you double the cap rate. Could also work with Butler. Yeah, definitely could work with Kurotobi also. Like it's a dark and water TPA unit. He does give you dark, right? I'm pretty sure he gives you dark, and I think he doesn't give you light or fire. Yeah, he doesn't give you fire. Yeah, Minaka still works with Kuro. They are Rosalind, pretty good damage dealing cleric for Ilmina because she does have crosses. I mean, yeah, just really solid. But I think I saw people using the other Ilmina like in one team. Was it this one? Yeah, this one. This not Ilmina, Rosalind. And she voids absorptions, I believe. But also clears a walking binds. Yeah. Clears a walking binds. Nullifies damage, attribute absorption. So you might not even use this new Rosalind. Because I was thinking with Delmina, you could also probably run the TPA unmatchable on someone. I mean, if you get the light and fire unmatchable at the same time, you are screwed. But at least if you constantly do have 2 attributes on this team, so you could run the TPA unmatchable somewhere. That way you don't need a full cleric, and you can just run that other Rosalind. I mean, you do have Circlia in that team that I had. We are pretty good cleric. I mean, outside of Elmina, this one might not be that useful because they don't really deal damage in outside of cross teams that void super gravity. And I was thinking, was it this one? I was like, because Elmina already deals with 30 million Fua. I was thinking maybe you could run Rosalind as an asymmetrical pairing. When you match across, you deal 100x damage. Also has damage. Adds 5 combos, and then 2.7x fire and light HP, and also 5x recovery. I feel like it's not the worst idea, but I don't know. 83% damage reduction technically boosts your recovery already, but 5x is pretty good, honestly. Like I was thinking to run this as an asymmetrical pairing because you get an extra combo. Because I think Ilmina is 4, right? Or was it more? I mean, was it 3? 4 combos. Yeah, it's just one more extra combo, but I feel like it might be worth it. Crossing that by super gravity, the staple. Yeah, it's basically just really good for Ilmina. Because otherwise, you're not gonna be able to reach the 20 billion cap rate, let alone the 48 billion cap rate in any other team. Let's see another banishing equip. Fire sub attribute, T awakening, tape, and bind recovery. Does it do anything? It delays enemy by 2 turns. Yeah, delays are don't tend to be that useful. This might be the first bind recovery granting equip, I think. It doesn't really matter, but I don't know. There is that one latent that nobody uses to clear tape. No, to clear cloud. Where is it? Tape and cloud. Oh, Seria, yeah, Seria equips does do that actually, yeah. But yeah, nobody really cares about this awakening right now. So yeah, the equip doesn't look that great. Again, and the base, it's yeah, just good on Ilmina, and that's it. Then Hakurai, he is a rainbow system with 2 units that voids attribute absorption. So pretty simple on what he does, but I feel like there's a lot of competition when it comes to rainbow board makers. And I feel like it's really hard to replace Amli, the new Amli Evo. Because that one gives you a cap break to herself and to an adjacent ally. I feel like that's stronger if you want to pump out more damage, but this is decent. Because I think Alexander cap breaks gives you the necessary cap break that you would want on this unit. Let's see. Leader skill is 4 attribute, reduces damage by 82% damage reduction. 50x attack, 4 combos are added, and when you use a skill, your attack and recovery are tripled. Okay, it's not too bad. Because like if you're running a Hakurai system, you're gonna be using 1 active skill every turn. It also has the expert multi-match awakening, which a lot of people don't really play because it does require you to match rainbow within 5 seconds. But it does give you like that 5% true gravity and a 50x multiplier. It is really strong, but it does require you to be able to play really, really well. Is this banner worth saving or no? I really like the design. I mean, if you're gonna save for this, you need to save up a lot because the units we're pursuing are really hard to get, which is Ilmina and Metatron. And honestly, the sentiment right now is that this in-house is not that exciting, unfortunately. I think overall, from what we have coming up in NA, if we do get Gintama, I think Gintama has the most value right now, from what we know. But there is gonna be a stream in JP on the 20th. We might get news for another collab then, and you know that might be more exciting than Path Cafe and Gintama maybe. You missed the start of the stream. Did the Maid banner fully release? Is the new broken meta or turn into just a new banner that barely improved? Yeah, I mean, Maid Ideal. No, I mean Maid Ilmina is really, really strong, but she is a BGM system that requires 3 copies. So basically, Imperial Dramon. So getting a whole team is gonna be really, really difficult, especially because it's also a 10 Magic Stone RAM. Metatron is also really strong, but she is the orb skin, so also kind of hard to pull. But outside of those two, like everything else is kind of meh, honestly. Actually, there's also another unit, the Solomon and Meiluna duo. It's a really strong unit that also helps units with acceleration, because it does void super gravity for like 10 turns on the first stage Evo active skill. Like those are pretty much the 3 main units, I think, from the banner. And at least the Solomon duo is exchangeable. So if anything, you could. I mean, that my friend was saying that he probably wants to roll enough fodder to like exchange for 1 or 2 Maid Luna duos, and that's it. Also, this is an enhanced event. This shit's gonna come back in 3 months. I haven't heard. Yeah. Like maybe because this happened before, like we might see a rerun in JP before we even get the run in an A. Hacker probably makes me the most annoyed, isn't especially literature worse than the OG in every way except for bulk and lead. I don't even remember the OG Hakurai. Let's look him up. Let me see. I think he was also he was a transform unit though. Hakurei. Yeah, so he transforms. At least this one doesn't transform. On transformation, he does make a board, 30 billion cap break to himself, and Boyd's attribute and damage absorption for 1 turn. Yeah, that sounds way better. It's also on a 2-turn cooldown, and it also makes a rainbow board. Also comes with guard break already. This unit doesn't have guard break. So all of those enemies that buff their defense, you're gonna have to like put a guard break equip on them so you can pierce it. Yeah, the Solomon duo is really good because it's a unit on a 4-turn cooldown. It boys attribute and damage absorption for 2 turns, and it also clears on matchables and awoken binds. and it comes with 4 Ls. So that seems like a really good utility unit if your team matches light, dark or light orbs. I mean, it has like 4 tenses. It doesn't have any heal OEs. That's the only issue, I guess, for some teams. But I feel like it might be worth running. I mean, you would have to get healing elsewhere if you're not running like an auto healer. But they can deal decent damage if you can find a cap break for them. Yeah, Hakurei doesn't seem that interesting because yeah, it only voids attribute absorption. The other one did void damage absorption too. And the equip has guard break, 2 full resist, 3-turn cooldown, pierces, nullifies damage absorption, gives you a rainbow board. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. Got Paimon. So a light cross unit for 2 turns nullifies damage absorption and attribute absorption. So maybe you could use this also with Elmina if you don't want to use the Gillian duo. It does change the board to like a unusable board basically though. But if you have the light buff, which I mentioned, somebody gives you the light buff. I think it was Amaterasu. But if you have a light attack buff, this unit will give you 8 nail orbs. I mean, it's okay as an absorption voider. I mean, it does suck to see those finger awakenings on the on the unit itself. I feel like those could have been something more useful, like skill boost or SBR. This could also serve as a 7x6 space, since there are a few equips that also leader swap, and a bunch of units here that are non-transforming, non-long lasting, non-long cooldown Evo active skill. So it's really easy to charge a leader swap equip with some of these leaders. So serving as a base is not the worst, I guess. And then for 35 turns, lights are more likely to appear. Light attribute attack is double and charges by 2. So if it's a dungeon like the last 2 or 3 dungeons where enemies don't void your buffs, you know, the attack buff could last the whole way maybe. I mean, enemies do attack debuff you at time. So that's gonna override the light buff at some point. So you can't really count on having the whole effect as the whole time. Oh, the Gillian duo sounds like a good incorporation of Reinhardt if you want to change Athena. Yeah, it's another looping piercer if you don't have Athena. But I feel like we have a bunch of them. And even off color, you can use like Saria to transform them, like Rin Shibuya from Idolmaster. That's another looping piercer you could use. Because I wasn't a huge fan of the Gillian duo's cooldown because it's 6 turns, but I guess it is workable. It has to be filler weakening to make unit not too broken at this point. Yeah. Yeah, looping shield, but yeah, for some dungeons that's fine, especially if the last dungeon is gonna be assigned for the future dungeons to come, because that's where you either want like a looping HP off or a looping shield, because everything hits like a truck. But if you're doing Gale Cloud or Crimson, you're gonna need like a big shield. So in those instances, the looping shield might not be that great. All right, Alexander. So another unit with for Rainbow. For 4 turns, the sub damage cap break is 18 billion. Clears unmatchables and destroys 1 shield. Honestly, doesn't seem that impressive. I guess you would just run this guy. I was gonna say as a leader, but would you? No. He's like a 7x6 leader skill, so it's not that great. I mean, you could just leader swap into them. But I mean, this is the reason why Hackray doesn't have a cap break. Basically, you kind of meant to cap break them with Alexander, I think. I feel like Unmatchable is not that great, like for Rainbow teams, because you can run the TPA Unmatchable. Maybe if he did Walking Mine, he would have been better. It's like a week, I think so. I think usually the male live streams are usually at a reasonable time for me, and not at like 5 a.m. But I'll probably be live when the stream is going on. Yeah, not bad and not special. Like the damage might be a little bit lacking. Well, he does have also self-reliance and EMM. I don't know. He's a little gimmicky. And yeah, the old ones did get buffs, but nothing too insane, really. I'll get to them after I'm done with this RAM. I think I'm almost done. Let's see the equip. I mean, it doesn't look that great. T and some OEs and a finger. 4-turn delay, which is not always too useful or like usable at all. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. Not that impressive. And Amino, this is the unit that turns the enemies into wood. So you can get like the double cap break on some units like Minaka and base Gintoki. So changes the board to those attributes. 3-turn cooldown. For 2 turns, pierces, and for 1 turn, changes all enemies to wood attribute. So yeah, this is basically the way to like more consistently get the big cap breaks on Gintoki and Minaka. I mean, I don't think this is gonna be all that great, but at least they have a way to like, yeah, just be more consistent with the damage output. I mean, I wasn't too big of a fan of Gintoki at the time, but especially because he doesn't really have enough personal damage to like actually reach the 150 billion cap break on like its 2nd and 3rd attribute. But at least this is another option. I guess also the full board change is also really helpful to Gintoki because he doesn't override orbs. He only gives you 4 of each. So at least the board change is also helpful from this unit. Wasn't there an old partner unit that changed everything to wood, but it never did anything? Painter unit, yeah. I think you mean Ashley, but she is off attribute. Because she's fire attribute. So it wasn't really worth running on Gintoki because she wouldn't do anything. There's the OG Ashley and the Valentine Ashley that change enemies to wood attribute. But those were, I think both of them are transforming units. So it's also kind of hard to like get them to transform. So it wasn't it's not really viable to run them together. But yeah, there are other units that do change enemies to wood. Just nothing at the moment that was as good as Ameno right now, which is still not that great. Let's see, in the equip, removes changes at left 3. Okay, so this is a fixed board. So the left 3 to dark, the right 3 to fire, and change the outer edge of the board to water. I mean, is that even good? It doesn't sound that great. I mean, 6x5, it's going to look just that. It was outer edges, right? Yeah, unless I missed something in translation. This is just that, which doesn't seem that great. I mean, at the very least, you could. Oh, that was the. I meant to try it out. You could just make throws, I guess. I mean, doesn't seem that special. But maybe in 7x6. I mean, in 7x6, I mean, you're not gonna change the whole board because it does specify that these 3 and these 3. So this in the middle are gonna be filler, basically. Like that's gonna add some randomness to your boards. But it might not be that great for rankings. But yeah, it is the Gojo colors. Yeah. Actually, how did Gojo look? Was it fixed or was it random? I think it was. No, it wasn't. I think it was very similar. Because I remember back in the day, I had like a little retrace when I first started playing. Like JDK was relatively. I think I started playing before JDK arrived. And I remember I was actually leading with Gojo and pairing him with Noctaria. Oh yeah, 3 left column, 3 right column. It's a little different. And the center to Dark Corpse. It's the same colors, but it is different. I mean, I forgot what it looks like. Let's see it. And thank you, Wing, for the sub on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's basically that. It's just inverted, basically. On 6x5, the 2 attributes are in the middle instead of the 1 attribute. Like, sure, maybe it's useful. I mean, 8-turn cooldown, it's kind of hard to rehaste that board, this equip, but it is possible with like Tundarda, and that's it. Let's see, Kaishu. So looping Piercer clears a Walking Bind, and for 1 turn, oh, Big Shield. All right. I mean, this could be used in Reinhardt too. I mean, I see looping Piercer, I automatically think of Valentine Athena replacements. And this is also a Big Shield and clears a Walking Binds. let's see, leader skill. If you match light and dark, reduce damage by 81%. Really low. And then increase healing by 4x recovery. Each time you activate TPA, your attack. It's a scaling leader skill, but the damage reduction is really low. Which was also the same issue with the OG Kaiju. I don't know why they felt like Kaiju has an issue with bulk, so we have to make the Butler version also have the same issue. Because I like TPA teams, so I was hoping that Kaiju was gonna be decent, but the damage reduction is not that great. Also, he doesn't do orb gen, so you need to find some other orb gen. I mean, light and dark orb gen. I'm sure there's people, but nothing comes to mind right now. Let's see, equip 80% damage reduction shield. For 5 turns, the powers become 7/6 and charges by 1 turn. Yeah, also not that impressive. Bunch of OEs, T. Yeah, it's kind of meh. Oh yeah, Satsuki and Kenna, yeah. They do make a 2-unit system too. But is it worth running? Let's see, and Raven. Someone was excited for Raven. I think he was okay. He is a 3-unit system though, and he is mid priority, so it's might be a little hard to get a full team. But he does drop you to 1 HP for 2 turns, pierces, and your damage cap rate is 30 billion. Removes locks, and it gives you 12 dark and 12 heal. So very easy to match a lot of combos with this unit. So you need to match 2 dark combos to reduce damage by 82% damage reduction. Add 5 combos, and when HP is below 50%, 80x attack and doubles recovery. That was a Euro. Yeah, he looks okay. I mean, you need to have a good recovery stick in the team to fully heal every turn. But yeah, he's gonna deal decent damage, and with the 3-unit system, you're gonna have 2 cap broken at every turn, basically. Perfectly not gonna stop you from trying. Yeah, he doesn't look that. This is definitely better than Kaiju, at least. Because 82% damage reduction, 5 combos. Yeah, you just need someone with Fua. Yeah, no Fua. But yeah, he can deal pretty good damage, I think. He's double moon, so can't really use him everywhere. I mean, he can be double moon, but he'll definitely excel in moon dungeons. Yeah, it's not too bad, I don't think. I mean, the good thing is also that he pierces, so you don't have to bother matching BDPs like with the other Raven, like with the Raven duo. I think it was a BDP version. This one you could just go with combos and that's it. The equip does give you a BDP awakening though. For 3 turns, combo absorption is nullified, maximum HP and recovery are double, charges by 2. Like, this is whatever. If anything, this is also resonance for Uturo teams. Some of the units have resonance awakenings, so this works there. It's also passable equip, passable as a sub. Yeah, better than Kaiju. Okay, and Ryer. So he has 4 Ls, 10 C. So for 2 turns, damage absorption and attribute absorption are nullified. For 1 turn, the board becomes 7/6 and gives you 1 roulette. 5-turn cooldown. I mean, that's okay coverage for a double absorption. It also solves the board shrinks, which might be an issue. I mean, the colors make me think maybe you could use this with also Elmina, because this unit can also help you recover SS. 2-turn appears gonna be too much with 3 copies. I mean, I feel like that's how you would run him anyways. Because otherwise you're gonna need to be dropping to one HP every turn to get the recovery buff and the attack buff. Because if you fit something else, you're not gonna do anything for that one turn. Because you need to be below 50. Like, I guess the enemy could hit you within range, but I don't know. It's not gonna feel great. Because you do want the board also to like fully heal. Because you can match 3 heal TBAs if you don't get a small board, and that hopefully heals you back to full. It should, honestly. So you need the right stuff for that. But yeah, back to right here. I mean, he looks mid also. Like, okay, sure, he's an option. He has a Finger Awakening too. I'm not a fan of seeing those on the base awakenings. OEs, the all OE Awakening, I'm coming around to it. I didn't really like it on release, but I don't hate it as much anymore. I mean, I tend to like it better on equips, but on the base, sure, not the worst. It's also a 7x6 base, so if you want to do Elmina, yeah. If you want to do Elmina leader swap, that is an option too. In the equip, T, 7C, 2 fingers, SDR. It's a 3-turn haste equip. It's not too bad. The damage is not that impressive, but I guess there's the T awakening at least, and the SDR. Yeah, this is also kind of usable maybe. Cassian, I thought he was gonna pair or maybe help out Pan Academy Fritz, but he's a BDP unit for some reason. Like Wood and Dark BDP. I don't know where you're gonna use this thing. For 4 turns, the maximum HP is increased by 1.4. Damage absorption is nullified, and changes the board to Dark, Wood, and Heal, and destroys 1 shield. Yeah, I'm not sure where you can. At least it's not main attribute Wood for some reason. Dark BDP is a little bit more passable, and I mean, this makes me think of, obviously, for Dark BDP, Utsuru. Do you need HP buff? Sure. Damage absorption? I guess, but you still need attribute absorption void. It's kind of whatever. I mean, that leader doesn't tend to have that many shield breakers. I mean, it does run sometimes that Gintama guy. He does break a shield and voids attribute absorption and gives you a big HP buff. So he does have options for that. But you could run this guy, I guess. Didn't endgame dungeons not allow leader swap? Some of them do allow you. I think Gelqueld and them do allow you. No, it's only like Underworld and the other ones that give you a ton of XP that don't let you. But like this one, it's just super gravity, right? Yeah, it's basically just Underworld. The solo Colosseums that don't let you. Actually, I think this one does let you. The one that doesn't give you that much XP lets you leader swap. But it's only the dungeons that give you like over 1 billion XP that don't let you leader swap. So if you're not doing those, you can safely leader swap, I think. But yeah, Cassian, I don't know where you would use this. This one, Banishing, T, Tomoe's. It delays by 2, SBR. Also not impressive. Kind of whatever. And then that's it for the second RAM. The first RAM, I only saw Ideal got a somewhat notable, I think, recovery buff. Actually, let's look. What does she have right now? Obviously, the Caprik and Fua got increased, but I don't know by how much. So 5x recovery, 5 combos, 12 million FUA. I think it's 15 million FUA now, and 4.5 HP for light. So HP buff didn't change, it's still 4.5. Recovery got increased to 7x. And yeah, the FUA got increased to 15 million. So with double ideal, you deal 30 million FUA, which is pretty good for endgame. And the cap break is now 18 million instead of what, 12 or 15 billion. Like, she's still decently strong. I mean, you get an insane amount of recovery. That's basically what the way you would play her over maybe Frieren. I think both are pretty strong rainbow leaders, but with Maid Ideal, you are susceptible to gravity attacks because she only reduces damage by 20%. So if you get hit by a bit gravity, it could just kill you alone, even with a looping shield, maybe. Although I think we haven't gotten that many big gravity attacks as of late. I don't know. I don't really tend to keep track of gravity attacks that much, but at some point it was an issue because I remember back in the day when Daywolf and Royal Knot came out. Like, was it UN5 that I think UN4 and 5 that started coming out with really big gravity attacks for those leaders. Like 500 gravity attacks, I think. 500% gravity attacks. What will be a good pair for Ideal besides ourselves? Well, the usual pairing was for some dungeons for damage reduction was Lateral. She's still 81% damage reduction though. I mean, she gives you a lot of HP though. Made Ideal. Well, actually, what is it? 4.5 and what else? 20%. So it's 1 divided by 0.8, so 1.25 times how was it 4.5 or 4 point something else? So that's 5.6. Yeah, 5.625. That's still pretty decently high. It's not the highest, but it might not be that bad. Oh wait, my screen came off. Well, we already watch how you get unlucky with her general. Yeah, at least with Ideal, like a 3 heal combo will fully heal you. You don't have to bank on heal TPAs. So at least with Ideal, there's that. But yeah, you will have to worry about gravity, the super gravity. I mean, she deals decent enough damage. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other decent unit right now with a good leader skill that's more damage reduction. I mean, we saw does Alexander, I mean, he doesn't do anything for the team because Labrador is gonna cap break you already. Yeah, this is just 7x6, 82% damage reduction, but it doesn't give you anything else really of note. Honestly, you might just go with double Made Ideal right now. Again, I don't think big gravities are that much of a thing right now in the latest end games. Like if you go into older dungeons, you might die with double Labral, but I think at the moment, double Ideal. Double Ideal is probably okay. And then I mean, basically what they do with all the units, they just buff the cap breaks. Actually, we could look at the buff page and just eyeball what looks notable. Because there are a lot of units. Like Suo, just leader swap. Yeah. I mean, nobody's using a bunch of units as leaders. And just buffing the leader skills is basically a nothing burger. For this one, cap rate got increased from 25 to to 30 billion. It kind of doesn't matter. Like equip buffs are also like they give it like an OE or a part break. I think Sena. Wait, this is Sena, right? Yeah, Maid Sena. Leader skill buff. I mean, for this one might matter because she is a swipe unit. What was it before? 4 combos. That's still the same. More HP. And more 4. What is this? What is the last part? 20x. Oh, increases recovery by 20x instead of 15x. Okay. Yeah, the buffs to older units tend to not be that impactful. This active skill for Sena is the same. Although it lasts for two, I don't think it matters though. The last effect, move time and recovery are double for 2 turns instead of 1. Yeah, that doesn't matter because you're probably gonna run a Sena system, so you would loop that effect anyways. Like, yeah, this is a nothing buff. And that's basically, yeah, they gave it an SDR to the equip and called it a day. Let's see, water, Kuro, leader skill. Okay, the Kuro at least is a somewhat usable leader, so the buff maybe does help him out a little bit. Atsu combos, 82% damage reduction is the same. Attack buff is the same. Is that 4x recovery? All right, a recovery buff on the leader skill. I mean, I don't think this will cut it for for like Gale Cloud and stuff, but you know, recovery buff is still impactful in some dungeons. And super altitude is a thing that's very common in every endgame right now. Probably again not enough for those dungeons that cut your recovery by 1/16th, but it helps. And then the cap break, I'm pretty sure you got buff. Yeah, 17.5 billion up from 14 billion. Like, sure, it's not too bad. Equip got buff by being given 1 more TPA, and that's it. I mean, it was an okay equip. Not the best because of the Tricolor Awakening. A lot of teams are not able to take advantage of that. And then Gene Tonic, leader skill buff, more HP, 5 combos, 200 X attack. Yeah, just slightly more HP. And then the cap break, 2x HP. Oh, she doesn't do cap break. Yeah, just 2x HP buff up from 1.5. Like, sure, maybe it helps, but maybe you would want a bigger HP buff for big hits. It's still okay. The equip, get an SDR, and that's it. Made Isis. I think Made Isis is 35% damage reduction instead of 30. A little bit more passable. I mean, she is a low cooldown cleric with a looping shield. Doesn't seem that bad. Tricolor just seems more cursed the most we look at the units. Yeah. It's always in a very, very awkward spot. Equip, got what? 1 more heal OE. And the active skill on the equip got buff, but I don't think it matters. I mean, should I even look at Natsuro? I don't think so. It was horrible on release. Butler Albrecht, we did see he gives you a bigger HP buff. 1.7 instead of 1.5, so that's good. Leader skill did get buff. 76% damage reduction. So slightly more damage reduction. Used to be 75, now it's 76. It's okay. Is that 5x recovery now? Oh, he already had 5x recovery before. Right? Yeah, that is 5x recovery. Yeah. Okay, they didn't touch the recovery on the later skill. 16 million FUA also matters because again, you double pair them, you get 32 million FUA, which matters. Before it was just 10. So that's, yeah, decent buff. Also got a T Super Awakening. May Adderley also suck. Let's see, light. So Made Ideal, we already saw her buffs. She also got a T Super Awakening. Made Patty, leader skill buff, doesn't matter because she's just a sub. She didn't get anything really. Just the T Super Awakening and that's it. Active skill didn't change, Awakenings didn't change. Just the leader skill, which you're never running Patty as a leader, so it doesn't matter. Equip, got one more heal OE, and that's it. Okay, Made Lateral, got a better leader skill, but they didn't touch the damage reduction, which sucks. 3 combos, more Fua. Yeah, just more Fua, and that's it. The active skill, I think she now loops the attack buff. Yeah, damage reduction for 35 turns. For 3 turns, light attribute and all allies attack is double. And it clears Awoken and unmatchable debuffs. So again, the light attack buff matters for someone like Paimon. And I think there's a few other units maybe. I'm blanking out on them, but I think there's maybe at least one other one that cares for a light attack buff. You never run it. Yeah, you just run as a leader to leader swap for the 7x6 board. I mean, that could be interesting if we see more units that need the attack buff for light units. Patty, Labrador could help meet that requirement. This equip, Hero Equip was really solid for bulk. The leader skill, the active skill got buff, which doesn't matter. Just 3x HP instead of 2, and that's it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Cecilia did mention the buff. It's 2x HP now instead of 1.5, but that actually she does something else. What else do you do? Enhances all orbs. Yeah, it just enhances all orbs also. She didn't used to do that. Kind of whatever. Yeah, kind of whatever. I mean, she's decent. She did get all stats plus. Yeah, looping spinners would have been great. And then this equip is not bad. It is really good on like what's her face on Frieren, because you do want to cover Tape and Cloud, and you also want Guard Break. And now this equip does give you a few more OEs. So honestly, not the worst buff, I guess. Because yeah, this equip is still pretty good for Frieren, or for like any Rainbow team, or any Rainbow unit that needs Guard Break. It's the Ryome. He always sucked. I'm not even gonna look at you. Also, equip, some resist, small team HPs. That's whatever. Susan Hera, they got a buff on the second stage, which is just a bigger cap break. And this T Awakening got an SBR, and that's it. And then onto the dark units. Made now, I'm assuming just cap break buff. Seems like it, yeah. It was 14 billion, now it's 17.5. She got a T Awakening. It's kind of whatever. She's a little tricky to use because you need a that her origin is not the best because she doesn't guarantee enough for a BDP. You need to run some other unit to give you more orbs to be able to match a BDP. Let's see, equip. Got one more BDP, some OEs. Okay. It is double type, so that matters for some units. For resonance. It's okay. Tsukuyomi. Now those 45% auto heal. And that's it. Is it auto heal or damage reduction? I think it's auto heal. Yeah, move time double and yeah, auto heal. Yeah, also not that interesting. SDR awakening on the equip, and that's it. Like sure, it is a haste equip. Yeah, three turn haste. At least there's that. Kamimasubi, she does see some use with like some of the mystic BGM. I mean the mystic badge unit. For the orb gen specifically. What changed here? Fully recovers on unmatchable. I think that was added, right? Yeah, but she didn't used to that before. That's a decent buff. Clears unmatchable on a 2-turn cooldown. That's decent. Equip got auto heals for some reason. Those are not useful at all. Mikage, leader skill buff. I mean, this is a good buff actually. She used to do 25 billion to adjust cap rate to adjacent allies. Now they do 35 billion. If only she wasn't maybe BDP. I mean that's a really good buff, I think. Looping roulette, but it does have a lethal poison. I mean that's easy to avoid. But yeah, honestly, I don't know. I feel like for adjacent cap rates, I don't know, Gongo has been stingy with the numbers. Because yeah, 35 billion seems like a lot higher than most of the units that have adjacent cap rates as of late. Yeah, it's fairly solid. It is pretty good. It's only for 1 turn. Oh, you're correct. I thought it was a looping. Oh, that's why. Never mind. This is not that great anymore. I thought it was a looping cap rate, but no. It's just for 1 turn. Yeah, there's the catch. It was too good to be true. Equip got some HP awakenings. It's kind of whatever. Nephthys, I mean, she's one of those units that's a haste unit, but it loops by itself. Reduced by 1. Wait, for 2 turns? No, for 7 turns. Double attack is double, yeah. I mean, it's a haste unit. Nobody uses them. Raffine, leader skill buff. Nobody uses Raffine as a leader. Cap break buff, I'm assuming, on the active skill. Yeah, it used to be 12. Now it's 16 for double type. Yeah, kind of whatever also. Equip, get an SDR, and that's it. And Lucifer, he actually did get a good buff. Because for some reason, he used to only destroy half of a shield. I mean, not even destroy, just reduce the HP of a shield to 50%. Now he destroys a shield on a 1-turn cooldown. It's interesting, but I mean, are you gonna devote a team slot just for this guy? I mean, maybe. Like if you're running Kamimasubi and the other maid now, this does help with the orb gen because you get 6 more dark orbs on the board and 3 heals every single turn. The shield destruction is definitely nice, but I don't know if. Yeah, a lot of teams. I mean, you basically just run this on a PvP team, and that's it. I mean, it's a good buff. Equip got a part. No, he already had a part break. What did he get? Oh, 1 more team HP. Yeah, it is. It does have potential. It is niche, but we just gotta find where to use it, like optimally, I guess. Sagiri, she didn't get any buff on the active skill, and nobody's using her as a leader. She just got all stats basically. The equip got a part break and another TPA. Not sure, whatever. Active skill got buff. Does it matter? Probably not. So no Skyfall combos, pierces, recovers unmatchable, and replaces all orbs, which doesn't really matter because you get no Skyhole combos. So you can't even abuse that. Yeah, those look really, really sad. It looks like it's being bullied too because they put a glass on top of its head also. Hermé, he was always bad. I don't I don't have any expectations for him. Haku, leader skill buff. Nobody runs her as a leader. Oh, she's a 3-unit system now. She used to be 4. Does that make her more viable? Probably not. Adjacent allies is 20 billion cap break for 1 turn only. 7/6 leader skill and gives you a board. Yeah, kind of whatever. I don't think she's gonna be useful anymore. And then Persephone, we did mention the cooldown got reduced to 4, which is better. Because yeah, 6 was way too long. I mean, yeah, that's basically all she got. I mean, this equip wasn't too bad. At the time, we didn't really have a Dark Sub attribute Levitate with haste. I think we don't have that many options still. So this is still fairly decent. And now it has more, well, SBR on a finger, basically. And then Milk. Okay, the active skill got changed. Leader skill got changed. Still 81% damage reduction, which is not great. Oh, the HP of is 1.7 instead of 1.5. That's whatever. I mean, this is yeah, this is the MP unit. The equip was like the only good thing about her, basically. And now it comes with more OEs and bind resist. I mean, it's okay. It's okay because of the haste and the damage absorption boy for 5 turns. Also, the HP of is decent for 5 turns. Is not that bad. And that's basically all of them. So nothing too insane from the first rem. The only notable stuff is on the second rem, and it's not all of them are that great either. So now let's see if I manage to get anything useful. I don't have that many stones, so I'm only gonna do 10 rolls basically. I could do more quests and roll a little bit more, but I don't know. I feel like I should wait until the stream next week. But yeah, let's see what I managed to roll. Let me just fix this. I guess this is, yeah, this is my alt. Let me put up the other graphic. I mean, honestly, what I would want, I'm not holding my breath. Like, I don't think I'll be rolling like at least 2 Elminas in 10 rolls. I would definitely want to get Fasca. I do think I'll be using her probably for like with like maybe Gintoki or Kikoru. Metatron would be good too, but again, she is an orb skin, so it's gonna be hard to get. Yeah, like outside of those, I don't even know who else I would. Definitely the May Luna duo, Solomon and May Luna. But they are exchangeable. Like at worst, whatever I get here, I'll exchange most of them for one of that. Oh, let's do the free roll. Oh, let's do the first rem free roll first, because that's gonna be not as exciting. So this is the first rem roll. I mean, give me a free Kuro. It's not a Kuro. It's a Lucifer. I think I have probably, yeah, I have one already. All right. Second rem. Yeah, they're really, really solid. Let's see. It's not high rarity. All right, we got the dungeon boost girl. I don't really farm that much on this account, but at least I have the option now. I mean, on this account, I only have one Camilla, one Academy Camilla, and one normal Camilla. At least I can add more dungeon push into my team with this unit. And now the stamp roll. Oh, it's gold. No. Oh wait, Fasca is gold, I think. Oh, Rosalind is also not that bad. If I manage to get the Elmina. Yeah, this is also kind of whatever, but alright. Not the worst. Well, actually, let's look at the rates. 2%. Yeah, 1.5% for Elmina. Can I get 2 in 10 rolls? Or 3? Let's look at the bonus rolls. Nothing exciting, but I'll still do them. Multi-rolls. 2 multis. Please no dupes. Yeah, gold. Oh, 2 golds. I mean, with Fasca's a gold. Fasca's pretty solid. Ooh, okay. I don't care for this guy. And I got 2. Of course, I got 2. Dang it. Okay, high rarity. This is a good sign. Gillian duo? Alright, just give me Elminas now. Give me 2 Elminas. I'll have 4 units in from the team now. Banishing T. I mean, that doesn't sound too great. A dupe. And then oh, there's 1 Raven. Can I get 2 more maybe? Yeah, nothing too exciting really. Because yeah, the equips I wasn't too excited about them. Like Banishing T doesn't seem that great also. I mean, 2 Celines. I'm sure some people out there are gonna go for like 6 Celines for some reason. Even though you can't really use any equips. I guess, yeah, 20. You could use the 20 skill boost badge and just swipe everything. I mean, she does have, she doesn't have any damage awakenings though. So I don't know if you can actually deal any damage in even in dungeons without super gravity. All right, second and last multi until the stream. 2 golds again. I mean, give me Fasca. Another Celine. No, it's Frey. Fasca? No, it's not Fasca. Dang it. Slyle. All right, is there gonna be 2 Elminas? No, it's at most 1 Elmina. Oh, this is not Elmina. Paimon, also very niche. And this is not even high rarity. Minaka. Yeah, I'm not excited about my rolls. I feel like I'm made for mostly because I use the school Camilla button farm. Yeah, Camilla is definitely more useful with the button active skill. Yep, nothing very exciting here. I mean, did Paimon have a good equip? I don't think so. Did Lyle? Not really. Yeah, not even good equip. I mean, Freak, I don't know why I'm looking at you. Yeah, Dark Sabat, Wood Sabat with BDP? No thanks. I mean, Minak, I think, was okay. Yeah, L and Hilo E. Not the worst. Yeah, this might be all of the rolls I'll be doing. Like they could have baited me with a free Elmina, but I feel like I'll just call it a day when it comes to this banner. I mean, there's still 2 more free rolls, I think. from the second realm. Oh no, just one more from the second realm, and that's it. Yeah, even if I get one Ilmina, like going for a second Ilmina is not gonna be cheap. Although I also have, yeah, I'll also be getting one free roll actually on the 15th from voting. But again, even if it is, I mean, I better get 2 Ilminas from the free rolls. Maybe I can play something interesting on stream, but with what I have, yeah, nothing is that exciting, unfortunately. And I guess that's basically it. But I think my friend is also going to do a few rolls. I mean, I didn't mark what I got. Maybe let's mark them. So I got the Gillian duo. I got Minaka. Where's Minaka? One Minaka. One Paimon. Where's Paimon? Is it not here? I don't think it's here. Paimon? Not here. Lyle. I got a Frag. 2 Celines. First row. Oh. One. What's his face? 2 Alexanders. Gillian. I did get a Rosalind. Yeah, and that was it basically. Actually, Rosalind was free. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, that's 10 rolls. All right, let's see if my friend does better. I don't know how many he plans to roll. I'm pretty sure he was not that excited either about the RAM. Well, let's see. We're getting the stream up and running in 1 second. The stream. Okay, Discord. All right, there we go. Let's see what you get. So that's the free roll from the second machine. You got a gold. Oof. Cassian. I mean, I mean, it might be useful with Utsuru maybe, but yeah, it sucks he doesn't do the double absorption. Oh, she deals damage absorption. I forgot about her. But then you need what's her face? Yeah, you still need a Kidnats to turn her into dark attribute. Let's see, you only did 1 quest. I'm assuming it's the second RAM. Yeah. Another gold. At least you got Fasca. This is pretty good. This is probably better than my rolls already. Yeah, and she does have Accelerate. Yeah, again, I do like the aspect that she does cap with your leaders, and that she's also a cleric, and she also gives you a small auto heal. Pretty decent, pretty good. Oh, it's a really solid 5-star. All right, we're doing a multi or singles. We'll see. Let's see what you got. Two golds. I mean, you already got the best gold already. Oh, high rarity. Ooh, Metatron. That's really good. Are you gonna get at least 2 more? Let's see. Well, at least 1 more. Okay, no dupe on this multi. You got a Kaishu, who unfortunately is underwhelming. Another high rarity, all right. Ooh, Hakurai. I don't think you really play Rainbow that much. But yeah, he's also a little unimpressive, but it's not too bad. You got a Raven. I mean, if another fast guy. You took my fast guy. I was gonna say if either of us managed to get another Raven, we could at least put it up for the other person if we want to play with him. Yeah, you need box space. You see all those MP units. I guess we're going for another multi. Let's see it. Maybe another Metatron. That will be pretty good. Ooh, there's a dupe. Is Metatron 6 stars or 7 stars? I forget. Alright, Minaka. She's not the worst. Oh, it's a dupe Minaka. That sucks. And a dupe Hakurai. Oof. Amaterasu. Decent enough cleric, but not that great. Okay, Thomas. And another Minaka. Let's see, where's Thomas on this thing? Is that Thomas? No, that's not Thomas. Oh, there we go. At least you can loop Minaka with Gintoki. Yeah, actually, you don't have Amaterasu, not Amaterasu, Amino, actually, to turn the enemies into wood. into wood. Is happening? What's happening? If you only had 4 Gintoki's, yeah. You should have rolled more. Get 4 Gintoki's. I mean, honestly, I think it's overkill. I don't think the base is gonna be that great, even with this support. I mean, reaching that damage, I don't know if it's gonna be all that feasible. You have a lot of stones. I mean, are you gonna spend it here or are you waiting for the stream? I mean, it seems like you want to roll a little bit more. You do have a Hakurai system. No idea. All right, we're going back into the RAM. Hopefully something better. That last multi wasn't the best. Yeah, we haven't gotten Elmina, obviously. Melee will be also a good system. But you definitely do want Stick and Metatron, hopefully. Oh, Melee, yeah, Melee is exchangeable. At least there's that. And you do have Fasca. Actually, you have like the core system for the damage cap rig at least. Alright, let's see it. Oof, 3 golds. That's really rough. Maybe this will save it. Ooh, Rosetta. Unimpressive Rosetta, unfortunately. Only one. You just gotta get 2 more at least. Another Fasca. Frag. Themis, and yeah, this is pretty bad. Themis and Cassius. Yeah, that was really rough. I mean, are you keeping Frag? Really? Oh yeah, I guess you like the equip. And the 30 billion cap break? I mean... But it is wood though. One day it'll be good. That's a lot of copium. They got you with Metatron? Oh, you're going for more? Alright. So you need more space. I mean, Metatron is at what, 2%? 2.5? Let me see. Where's Metatron? 2.5. Oh, all right. We love wood in this chat someday. That day may never come. Oh yeah, you also want Amino, I guess. Yeah. Oh, Amino's gold too. I didn't see that. So how come you haven't gotten it? Too many. Yeah, you're just showing off. I didn't get a single fast gun. That's the main unit I kind of wanted. Gotta check the game. You don't want Metatron? You don't want Metatron. Let's go back in. Gold. Ooh, 4 golds. Okay, I mean amino. You want amino? Oh, that's double frag. 1 Celine. Pasca. That is hilarious. Now it's just funny. I'm no longer jealous. It's just funny how you're getting 4 Fascas now. That's it. Yeah, pray for the free roll. Hopefully you get amino or a second Metatron. Who cares anymore? Bye bye, Maids. Yeah, this was really, really rough. I mean, we didn't do that many rolls, but it was still really, really rough. I mean, do I even have enough fodder that I want to get rid of for the Solomon duo? Do I get rid of Lyle? Honestly, I don't have that much fodder. I realized you're drinking tea. So it vanishes. Huh? Sure, I guess it makes sense. So they have banishing equipped, sure. I might need to do a few more rolls. I don't know. I'll see at the end of the collab. Because I really want at least 1 Solomon duo. And I don't really have enough fodder. Unless I get rid of like 2 Celines. And then I still need to get... I'll definitely get rid of Frag. Yeah, I need 3 more fodder. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of my Celines either. Yeah, I'll definitely wait for the free rolls. And I'll definitely wait for the stream, mainly. But yeah, it does seem like I'll have to do like a couple of single rolls later on. Alright, you're exchanging for the duo? Right now? Alright. So does that mean you're rolling more? Or are you waiting? No? Can't trick you? Done with Maids. Yeah, I'm basically done too. I mean, I will need to roll it a little more, like I said. Maybe they'll try to trap me. What if they give me a free Metatron? Probably not, but I mean, we'll see. Don't do it. Yeah, I should save. I really don't have that many stones. All right, then. Do you have any more rolls, or are we all done? I think. No. All right, then I'll end your stream. Then give me a second. All right, you can end your stream. Oh, but yeah, I was looking at my fodder. And yeah, I don't really have that much. Like, I don't really care for the rainbow units. I don't really play rainbow, and even more so on my ult. I'll probably get rid of Frey. Paimon, I don't know. At the moment, I don't really see much value in him. So let's say I do get rid of him. I still need 3 fodder. Like, I kind of don't want to get rid of Celine. Even though I probably won't really use 3 of her in a team. But maybe, you know? I still need more fodder. Like, those other units I want to keep just to keep 1 of each. I feel like those are a little bit more useful than like Frey and Alexander. And even Paimon, I feel like he's not that great. But would it be the next meta? I'm good. Maybe I'll be kicking myself over this, but for now I think I'm good. But yeah, that means I need to do a few more rolls probably, but that's gonna happen later on. For now, I'll just leave it at that. Wait for the stream. Maybe I'll stream next week if we do get Mystics, which I think it should happen next week. I think. I don't know if they're gonna continue to push it further, but it should be next week in NA. And then after with the stream would be the JP stream, and then we'll see what the collab news is gonna be. Hopefully it is a collab, something exciting, but you never know. They can always disappoint. But yeah, that's it for me tonight. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Have a good night, and good luck if you're rolling. Hopefully you roll better than with it if you play JP. If not, yeah, have a good night.